What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the voice to wisdom. My advice this weekend is very simple. Live life. Change your name, change your alias, change your persona, change your occupation if you got to. But whatever you do, just make sure you live life. Don't go through your 80 years on this earth doing the same thing over and over. Because at that point, you're not living life, you're reliving life. Every day you can be a new person if you chose to. Reasons why actors get paid so much, because they have the ability to jump into any persona or character deemed necessary for that role that they're playing. So I say again, and I'll make this clear, it is okay to change your personality. It is okay to change your occupation. It is okay to change the way you dress. Nobody should be limited by the clothes they wear or the job they work. If you do construction Monday through Friday, on the weekend become a pop singer. If you do legal work or doctor work Monday through Friday, on the weekend do something spontaneous, like be a kayaker, skydiver, rapper, like whatever you choose to do. Your occupation don't define your personalities. And in order for you to become the best version of you, sometimes it takes change. Even if you used to being called sugar all your life, change your name to honey. If you used to being called player, change your name to pimp. Hey, you can even change your name to prostitute. Doesn't necessarily mean that you are one. All I'm saying is it's okay to get in different characters. Like for people who know how to live life and joke and be comedic and act out the persona and the mentality of the person that they're thinking of. I hear people imitate bougie girl voices all the time. I hear people imitate gay guys' voices all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. That's called having fun. Don't be afraid to do something because you feel like it will demasculate you or make the public look at you in a negative image. Part of life is about being creative. And the best way to be creative, from my personal experience, is by putting your body and your mentality in the mindset of who you want to be or who you are imitating. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're no longer going to be a plumber. It doesn't mean you're going to no longer be a hustler or a business owner or whatever it is that you choose to represent. But what it does mean is that you'll open up your mind to more creative ideas. I've seen people come up with the most creative concepts just by pretending to be somebody else for 30 minutes. There's this thing called improvisation. For those of y'all who don't know what improv is, it's basically where you get on stage and you act out a particular character. Like you could be Nick Fury from the Marvels if you want to. Pretend to be Captain America. Some people call it childish and foolish, but it's truly creative because it allows your brain to think on a capacity and on a level that you aren't normally thinking of. If you're a lawyer, you probably talk legal talk most of the time. If you're a doctor, you probably talk doctor talk most of the time. If you're a construction worker, you probably talk numbers and metric systems all the time. If you're a laborer who can do any job, then you probably talk more about your jobs than you talk about yourself. You probably act more as a laborer than you act as a business owner. You probably act more as I don't know, an uncle or father or nephew. And everybody can do a dog bark. But try practicing like a grizzly bear's growl or something, like whatever. Or if you used to growling like a wolf, or you used to, in my case, where I breathe out a lot, like doing frustration, all that's cool, but that's normal. Do something abnormal to allow your brain to connect with something on a higher level. You know, don't become your occupation and only that. Life is about living. So I say this again. It is okay to change your alias. It is okay to change your what happened? Thank you. It's okay to change your persona. It's okay to change your alias. It's okay to change your attire. If you used to dressing like some boys from New York, try dressing like a man from Texas or a woman from Texas. If you used to dressing bad and bougie, try dressing like a hood girl just for a day. Just see where your mind takes you. Allow your brain to tap into its most creative features. Do not limit yourself. They say we only access 5% of our brain, but the ones who only access 5% of their brain is only because they're only using 5% of their brain. Your brain is a lot larger than you think. You think having a 164 gigabyte memory card is impressive? Try having an unlimited brain capacity. Anything you can think of, you can turn into your reality. everything. Like people who attend Comic-Con and do cosplay, they understand the creativity and the power of the human brain. Has nothing to do with being childish. Once again, it has everything to do with being creative and having the ability to retain and reuse information and productivity of the brain that is stored within it. So I say that again, use your brain. It is not illegal to think. Yes, for those who are scientific, we are all one collective consciousness. So what you think is what you put out into the collective conscious of the rest of the world. Don't just listen to trap music and think you're in a mode of a trapper, because that's just one limitation of who you can actually be. Don't just listen to jazz and R&B, because that's just one limitation of who you can be. It is okay to listen to country music. If you ever doing a job, like for you city folks who's never even had to cut grass, the day you have to cut grass or the day you have to paint a building, put some country music on. Listen to the way the country people work. You know, become a different person in that moment, and you'll find an energy boost like no other. You know, people always, man, your music be all over the place. That's because my mind is all over the place. My mind have no limitations, therefore I have none. You know, but anywho, as I was saying, it's your boy, the voice of wisdom. I look forward to listening to your replies as always. And y'all have a wonderful weekend and be safe this Labor Day.